In this video, I'm going to share the inspiring story of Michael, a man who lived cautiously, avoiding risks due to fear. He missed a golden business opportunity and later realized that fear was his true enemy. Seeking guidance, he learned to harness fear for success. Hey there, my amazing friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's me, your friend, Teacher Sam, and I'm so excited to have you here today. Today's story isn't just any story. It's a powerful tool to boost your English skills and accelerate your learning. As we follow Michael's journey, you'll naturally absorb new words and phrases through context. Storytelling is one of the best ways to improve your English, helping you remember vocabulary and use it with confidence. By the end of this video, you'll not only enhance your conversation skills, sentence structure, and grammar, but you'll also boost your confidence, listening, and comprehension skills. Plus, you'll learn 3 powerful moral lessons and 5 essential vocabulary words to strengthen your speaking abilities. So, stay with me until the end. Are you ready? Let's get started. Michael had always lived cautiously. From a young age, fear was his closest companion. Fear of failure, fear of disappointment, fear of taking risks. His parents, well-meaning but overprotective, had constantly reminded him to play it safe. "Don't aim too high," his father would say. "What if you fall?" Those words became a guiding force in Michael's life, preventing him from daring to dream big. As a result, he became a man who avoided challenges, while his peers took risks, started businesses, and chased dreams. Michael remained in his comfort zone, working a stable but unfulfilling job at a small accounting firm. He wanted more, but the fear of failing held him back. What if I fail? What if I lose everything? These questions haunted him daily. One day, an old friend, Jacob, reached out with an exciting business idea. Jacob had designed an innovative app and wanted Michael to join as a co-founder, handling finances and strategy. The idea was promising and the startup world was booming, but Michael hesitated. "It sounds risky," Michael said, fidgeting with his pen. "What if it doesn't work out?" "But what if it does?" Jacob countered. "We have a real chance here." Despite Jacob's enthusiasm, Michael declined. Fear whispered in his ear, convincing him it was too big of a risk. Months later, Jacob's startup skyrocketed to success, receiving millions in funding. Michael watched from the sidelines, regretting his decision, but still unwilling to admit that fear had robbed him of an opportunity. One evening, as Michael scrolled through social media, he stumbled upon Jacob's latest success story, a feature in a prestigious magazine. A pang of jealousy hit him, but more than that, a realization dawned on him. It wasn't bad luck or lack of talent that kept him from success. It was his fear. He decided to seek advice from an old mentor, Mr. Harris, a retired entrepreneur. Over a cup of coffee, Michael confessed his fears. "Fear isn't the enemy, Michael," Mr. Harris said. "It's how you use it. Fear can drive you to prepare better, work harder, and stay focused. But if you let it control you, it becomes the success of failure." Michael left that conversation deep in thought. He had spent years allowing fear to dictate his choices. Maybe it was time to turn things around. Determined to change, Michael made a list of dreams he had abandoned due to fear. At the top was starting his own business. He didn't have a groundbreaking idea like Jacob, but he knew finance well. After months of research, he decided to create an online platform to help small businesses manage their finances efficiently. Doubt crept in daily, but this time he used it as motivation instead of a barrier. He took business courses, networked with professionals, and slowly built his platform. There were failures along the way, technical glitches, investor rejections, self-doubt. But each setback taught him a lesson. A year into his journey, Michael secured his first big client. His platform, once a mere idea, was now gaining traction. The fear of failure still lingered, but instead of stopping him, it pushed him to work harder. Every mistake became a stepping stone, every failure a lesson. When a major investor showed interest, Michael finally understood. Failure wasn't the enemy. The true enemy had been his fear of failure. Had he never faced his fears, he would never have reached this point. As Michael's business grew, he became a mentor for others struggling with fear. He shared his story at seminars, teaching aspiring entrepreneurs how to use fear constructively. Fear doesn't have to hold you back, he told them. It can be the very thing that drives you to succeed. One evening, he received a call from Jacob. "Michael, I've been following your journey. You've built something incredible. Want to collaborate on a new project?" This time, Michael didn't hesitate. He had learned that fear wasn't meant to stop him. It was meant to guide him toward growth. Now let's look at the 3 moral lessons from the story. 1. Fear can be a roadblock or a stepping stone. Fear can either hold you back or push you forward. Learning to use fear as motivation can turn failures into opportunities for growth. 2. Opportunities won't wait forever. Hesitating due to fear can lead to missed chances. Success often comes to those who take risks and step outside their comfort zones. 3. Failure is not the end, but a lesson. Every failure teaches valuable lessons. Instead of avoiding failure, embrace it as a necessary part of the journey to success. Michael's story beautifully illustrates that fear, when harnessed correctly, can lead to success instead of failure. He had spent years running from it, only to realize that facing it was the key to achieving his dreams. As he stood on stage at a business conference, sharing his story with hundreds of aspiring entrepreneurs, he smiled. The very thing that once held him back had now become his greatest strength. His life was living proof that fear, when embraced, could indeed become the key to success rather than failure. Don't let fear control you. Turn it into your power. Start embracing challenges today. I have the perfect book to guide you step by step in understanding how fear can be the key to success instead of failure. This book will empower you with proven methods to embrace fear as a catalyst for growth, innovation, and achievement. Packed with real, practical guidelines, it's a must-read. Click the first link in the description to download your book. This is a great way to support my work. Now, let's look at these 5 vocabulary words and how to use them in a sentence. 1. Hesitate, meaning to pause or feel uncertain before making a decision. How to use hesitate in a sentence. Example: Michael hesitated to take the business opportunity, fearing the risk of failure. 2. Breakthrough, meaning a significant achievement or discovery. How to use breakthrough in a sentence. Example: after months of hard work, securing his first client was a major breakthrough for Michael. 3. Constructively, meaning in a way that helps to improve or develop something. How to use constructively in a sentence. Example: instead of letting fear control him, Michael used it constructively to work harder. 4. Abandon, meaning to give up on something completely. How to use abandon in a sentence. Example: Michael regretted abandoning his dream of starting a business due to fear. 5. Dictate, meaning to control or determine the direction of something. How to use dictate in a sentence. Example: he realized he had allowed fear to dictate his choices for too long. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment on the moral lesson you learned from this video. And don't forget to click the first link in the description to download your book. This is a great way to support my work. See you in the next video.